Live.
On air, live! Hi! Hey, you weirdos and freaks. We are back again with episode 11 of the Ultimate Spooky Guide to Ultimate Halloween Ultimate Weekend. Because it's ultimate, in case you weren't aware. This is episode 11, as I said, and one of the big things we're going to go over tonight is convention packing. As we've said multiple times, convention packing for spooky is not necessarily the same as some of your anime or Dragon Con or New York Comic Con, so we'll get into that though. So tonight we have Mo. Hey Mo, Mr. Celebrity. Yeah, Mr. Celebrity security guy on the convention circuit there. and Mike. Hi Mike. And
Hello.
Pointing. So your daughter's still selling those alcohol books, right? The Necronomicon of drinks. Did you come up with a name for it, by the way?
You know what? I like Necronomicon of drinks. She doesn't, but we'll figure that out. But if, like I said, if
she's the creator, man.
if anybody wants one, hey, let us know. The book's going to be there, and we'll be taking orders. So if anybody wants one, we are taking orders.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's see. I'm taking a page out of Patrick's book here, and I've got a hitchhiker here. So my sidekick, my Andy Richter, if you will. Okay, and if you look up over here, there should be the Q&A, and I think Mike's probably going to be looking at the Q&A because I always forget to look. So
I can see it.
Okay, if you have a question, by all means, click the Q&A, enter your question, and we'll do our best to answer. And I will also link, as usual, down here, the link to the playlist in case you missed past episodes. And oh God, pointing! Over here, I will put the subscribe button so you keep up with what we're doing, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Okay, there is a couple things I did want to bring up before we got to the packing. First of all, they did add a couple of guests that we didn't mention during our guest episode. Is it Forsyth or Forsyth? I can never get it right. Do you guys know? Forsyth. Okay.
Forsyth.
It is Forsyth.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so Bill Forsyth is going to be back, and he's an absolute fan favorite. I mean, I've met up a couple times, and the guy's an absolute riot. He always wears pool shoes, too. I mean, that tells you how laid back the guy is. He just walks around in pool shoes all the time, which is just hysterical in my book. We've also got Michael Redbone Alcott. Now, for those of you that have seen Devil's Rejects, you might remember the chicken fucker scene, which I will put a link to. That's the infamous, some Rhode Island Reds with the take a chicken and cut the head off and watch the scene.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the guy, unfortunately, so I don't know. I'm sure he hears chicken fucker all the time. And I know he's also going to be starring in Rob Zombie's new movie coming out, 31.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you might want to ask him. I'm sure he's got stories on the set about that. Let's see. And it was interesting. Someone actually left a comment on one of our previous episodes about Burt Reynolds. And one of the subjects to avoid when talking to him
is Boogie Nights.
Yeah. Apparently, I guess he and Paul Thomas Anderson didn't get along very well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't, and I meant to look it up. I didn't look it up, but apparently Boogie Nights is a bit of a sore subject, which is surprising considering he got awards for it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, let's see. I'm looking up the spooky thing for all the new guests on there. They've got Angela Barron, who was in the original Night of the Demons, the good one, not that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Linnea Quigley, who.
Ooh, they're bringing Linnea. Nice.
Yeah. So for all of you who don't remember, she was Trash. I would love to get eaten alive by a bunch of naked men. That her, which she did in the movie, which was awesome if you think about it. And Tuesday Night, who ended up being, she was Nightmare on Elm Street 4. I'm trying to think who she played.
I don't know. They kind of all run together after part 3.
Yeah, I think she was one of those in the insane asylum.
Okay. Well, and the thing about Linnea Quigley as well. I mean, you got to remember her workout DVD. Oh, you guys don't know about the workout DVD?
No, I don't.
Oh, look it up. Linnea Quigley. She's got like an exercise DVD or workout DVD. It's awesome. It is absolutely awesome. That's yeah. No spoilers.
one of the original Scream queens.
A comedy?
Yes.
What is it?
You're gonna have to look it up. I'm not. No spoiler alerts on this one.
Okay, we're gonna look that up later.
And then also a big surprise for those of you that like to do prosthetics, FX, and you watched Face Off. Roy Woolley is going to be coming to Spooky for the first time. Yeah, those of you remember, Roy Woolley is absolutely amazing. He's doing a workshop class. If you look on SpookyEmpire.com, maybe I'll put the link down here because I can't think off the top of my head. But he is doing a workshop class where he gives you tips on, prosthetics and, effects makeup. He's also worked with, for those of you that are haunted house aficionados like myself, Netherworld. Netherworld is constantly on Travel Channel and a number of these other channels for like one of the hands down most beautiful and best done haunted houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, you were just watching something like that, weren't you?
Yeah, they were just doing Halloween's Most Extreme.
That's
right. Last week. Yeah, it was like last week, but they did showcase Netherworld as one of the places that you have to see if you travel for Halloween and haunted houses. They recommend Netherworld as one of the places to go. And I can swear, because if you know who Roy Woolley is, you know him in his infamous cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm.
I can swear I saw him in the cowboy hat. He was in there working on a few people, so he does great work, and he's good at special effects and his work. But I love his fabrication skills, just off the top. Great fabricator.
Yeah, no, I met Roy years and years ago before all this because you remember my Purgatory. Those of you that remember like old school costumes of mine, when I did Purgatory, he actually did my makeup for that. So that was entirely all him. He was amazing to work with, and so I credit him like for as great as Purgatory was. So that's just my little. I love Roy. So, and let's see. Oh, yes, a couple things I wanted to mention. The link to the film festival is now posted for those of you interested in indie films. It's hosted this year by Blair Bathory of Fear House. Again, I will go link happy tonight, so link right here for the Spooky Empire Film Festival, so you can see what's playing. I know there's a lot of short indie films there. So
they have the list of them up.
Yeah.
So it's in the list of schedules, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of schedules, actually, the Spooky Empire schedule is now up as well, and that's another one. I'll stick the link and post right here. So yes, all the panels, all the Q&As, everything is on the Spooky Empire site as far as schedules. So make sure you keep up with that and you start planning your weekend now. Speaking of which, Saturday at 1 o'clock, that man right there, he's going to be heading. So what's the panel you guys are doing?
It's pretty much going to be, I forget the actual name, but it's how you can dress, in costume cheaply but still look good. So it's going to be covering a different variety of topics between makeup, prosthetics, armor. Val's going to be showcasing Warbler, showing people how to use that. So
Warbler.
Yeah, that's going to be a good thing to see.
That is the sucky thing about not being able to actually go to these things, because I'm working and I won't be able to go to cool panels like that. See, I want a panel like that. Ugh.
Well, there you go. You get a live model right there.
We'll periscope it for you, Mo. How's that?
That'd be awesome. I'll probably be sitting at a table, probably with, I don't know, one of the big guys.
Yeah, we'll periscope the panel so you can see it. I'll periscope it. How's that?
Yeah. No, that's something that should be fun. That I want to make a list to see how many of us are actually going to be periscoping from Spooky, so we can just it's modern technology. I know we won't be like experienced Spooky. We'll be periscoping and watching other people's periscopes. God, we rely way too much on technology. It's so lame. Oh God! Speaking of which, Tony Todd periscoped a couple nights ago. I mean, I don't know, Mike. I don't know if you caught Tony Todd on Periscope.
I did.
Yeah.
He was Jack Johnson, and
yes.
I wish I could have seen the whole play, and I am going to ask him about that because I know everybody's going to be, Candyman, but I want to know about the whole Jack Johnson play. I want to know how that went over and how did he fall into that role, because that's
he seemed really excited about it.
Oh yeah, he was, and that's that's one of those uh, quote unquote legendary black athletes that have
Mhm.
gone by the wayside. And everybody's, who the hell is Jack Johnson? Dude, Jack Johnson was a big ass man, and he was a professional boxer, heavyweight champion, but was not recognized because during the time he was black, and it was not the thing for a black man to beat a white man. So I want to know his take on the whole play, because and he's a big man himself. So I really want to know how
He is. With that booming voice. I can only imagine how that guy carries on stage when he's singing.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
my
That's why.
god.
That's why I'm like, wow. So I really want to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'll be really, really
Candyman,
cool.
cool, but I want to know more about that.
Okay, let's see. I also have down here, and I got asked this earlier today, and I did get a little confirmation on this because there are rumors going around about Spooky Empire tattoos. There is probably about, I say, like half a dozen people that have actually gotten Spooky Empire tattoos. And with Spooky Empire is the kind of convention you don't see people with Dragon Con tattoos or San Diego Comic Con tattoos. Spooky, on the other hand, you get at least there's someone every year that gets a tattoo.
Right.
Whether it's the Frankenstein or the logo or whatever. I did get confirmation, and if you get a Spooky Empire tattoo, that gets you an immediate VIP pass. So that's something that, VIP pass for that year.
It's only for the year.
It's only for the year. I mean, there was a rumor that you get it for life, but apparently that's not true, because I guess a lot of people are starting to capitalize on that and immediately putting Spooky on themselves. So I think they're capping it at just the 1 year. But still, that's a free VIP pass, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it'd be really, really awesome of them to like cap it at like 50 people and give them like a lifetime membership. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That's something to consider.
Kind of like an exclusive club, I don't know.
See, Petey, put that under consideration, dude.
Yeah, there's a few people who would jump on that.
Oh yeah. Because there are a number of tattoo enthusiasts at this show, so I can only imagine like the line that people would to get Petey's face tattooed on them. Because we need more of Petey's face out there. I love you, Petey. Speaking of which, there's another thing I wanted to get to. I wanted to announce, but speaking of Petey, one of the things that we talked about the Saturday night Halloween party. I did fail to mention that the DJ is going to be the infamous Petey Pumpkinini. Now, hang on a second, because you guys need to see. Oh, wait, don't tell me I don't have the picture here. Where is it? Wait. Oh, you're going to be obnoxious now, right? Figures. I know, I should be better prepared. All right, well, you guys talk for a second. Oh, wait, no, wait, here it is. Hang on. I'm going to do the screen share here.
She's got it.
I know, I'm terrible with this. All right.
Quick, fill dead air.
Comes up. Ha. Okay, you guys see that right there? That will be your DJ Saturday night.
No.
I have been begging him to wear this outfit again for years, and he won't do it. Petey, come on, man. If you're going to go Petey Pumpkinini, you got to do it right. And if he's not going to do that, the only concession I will take is this one right here. DJ Petey Rock. Come on, man.
Oh my gosh.
We need it. We need it.
Wow.
That was his club kid days, man. Where he carried around a Marilyn Manson lunchbox and everything. It was hysterical. Okay. For those of you, and the other thing I wanted to bring up, like I said, and the thing is with Petey as a DJ, he's actually a very good DJ. Normally, for those of us that have been spooky vets, there's always one night where the music really sucks, where they play like drunk white girl music, where you hear like Cupid Shuffle and what's that Doo Doo Brown song or something that they always play?
It's probably Doo Doo Brown.
It's something like that. They play like drunk white girl music. And then the next day, Petey gets on there and he starts playing what everybody really wants to hear. So make sure you go out and see Petey as a DJ because he's an absolute fan favorite. And let's see, if you hit the showcase button, which again should be up here, those two little tags, there are the flyers. Let me bring those up real quick. Because the zombie walk, there was a couple other things we wanted to talk about with the zombie walk. I got a hold of some flyers today, actually, and I'll be better with the screen share now. Okay, is that coming up?
Yeah, yep, I see it.
Okay, join the zombie horde. There we go. The walk starts at 4 o'clock. Like I said, if you hit the showcase button, you guys will see this. So this is a flyer that they're putting out for that. Also, I got my hands on some of the drink and food specials that they're doing around International Drive, some of the partners.
Yeah, I
There we
saw
go.
that. Senior
Yeah,
Frogs, Hooters, Fridays, the Pub Ale House,
yep. Howl at the Moon, Blue
Halloween, Blue
Martini, yep.
Martini.
Yeah, here's the thing, and this is where everyone's going to be meeting up. So the makeup and distressing stations, it's going to be noon at Hooters, 8801 International Drive. So now where is Hooters in relation to the Hyatt? Because I'm trying to get it a physical idea.
You know what? I don't know right off the top of my head.
I have no idea.
All right, Mike's going to look it up.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna look it up.
Ale House, Uno's. That's about it.
Okay. Yeah, I know where Howl at the Moon is. Howl at the Moon is a fantastic jazz piano bar. I absolutely love. Blue Martini is a little upscale, so that's going to be really cool. And of course, well, TGI Fridays. You know, you guys know about TGI Fridays and Ale House. It's pretty much on the same level. But yeah, so apparently there are drink and food specials at each one of these places. So if you want to grab something neat during the con, boom, they are a Spooky Empire partner. And now you know where everyone's going to be meeting up. I want to say Hyatt is 9801, I think.
All right, let me see here.
God. All right, Mike's looking it up there.
Oh, I'm looking up. Yeah, I'm looking up the.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. And the zombie walk starts at 4 p.m. down I Drive, headed to the Hyatt Regency. Now, Mo, you're going to the zombie walk, right?
Oh, well, they've changed my duties.
You said duty. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. I'm 12.
I'm actually sitting with the celebrities now at the table. So.
Yeah, you fancy, huh? Sorry.
I have no idea who I'm going to be with. I don't know what's going on. They'll assign me somebody when I get there. So.
Well, get them to come to the zombie walk with you, dude.
I'll try. I always choose.
Okay, so yeah, so those of you that wanted to know about the zombie walk and where things are going to be starting and how that's going to go, now there's some additional information on that. And like I said, those flyers haven't even been released anywhere, so you heard it here first.
Looking. If this is correct, let me see. I want to say it's close down by where the Wonderworks area is.
Okay, so down by, okay, I know where that is.
Place.
It's not far, and I'm sure, like I said, there are the pedicabs.
What is it? They said it was 8801?
8801.
Okay, so that's 98. So yeah, it's going to be, wow, that's
a little far, huh? But no, that'll actually make it interesting, though, because, I mean, if they're doing it down there, do you know how, so it'll be almost like, what, like almost a mile?
No, wait a minute.
What?
I'm looking, it's past Wonderworks.
That's going to be a long walk for all the zombies. That's going to make it pretty iconic, you know, that far down International Drive.
It's going to be down, I'm looking at the address, down by the Avante Resort, close to Australian Court, so it's even down past Wonderworks.
Oh, wow.
That's it's almost a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good,
so make sure you got your shape-ups, man. Put on your Nike, I don't know, your Air Runners or your Air Jordans, or I don't even know what they're called anymore. Put on your good shoes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good little hike.
Yeah. So take a pedicab down there, and like I said, make sure you get your cardio in, because cardio, always cardio.
Cardio. Rule number one.
Rule number one, that's right. And the one thing I wanted to mention for those of you that are on Spotify, those of you who've been Facebook have been seeing me pimp this out, I am fanatical about my playlists. I actually make playlists for just about every occasion. I separate my music by mood. I did a playlist of over 200 songs specifically for Spooky Empire because of the guests, because of the location, because the events going on. If you go to Spotify and just look up Spooky Empire, you'll see my playlist there. Music everywhere from Kiss to Bella Morte to Voltaire to Time Warp to, I mean, I've got tons of stuff up there. And music that you would probably hear at Spooky. So if you want to start getting into the spooky mood now, I'll put the link down here, but I mean, if you just go to Spotify and look up Spooky Empire, you'll see the playlist. So make sure you subscribe for that, because I've been listening to that all damn month. I get myself all jazzed up. Okay. All right, that's all the pre-stuff that I wanted to mention that I hadn't mentioned before. Now, into the meat.
Okay, hold on real quick. Official, okay, Mike, it is right across from the Avante. The Hooters are across from the Avante, so it is about a quarter to a half mile away from the hotel.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not going to be like right next door like Uno's was with the window.
No. It's
okay.
Down the,
all right, so it'll actually be a good event to videotape. God, I'm really showing my age. it'll to record, video record. I don't know. What do they say nowadays? YouTube.
Betamax.
Betamax. Yes. Oh God, you're gonna Betamax the zombie walk. I like that. Oh man. Okay. You know what? I'm going to let Mo start this off because number one, because I'm curious, and number two, he really hasn't spoken much. Mo, what are your top things you always pack for a convention?
Okay. Whenever I pack for a convention, I always plan to bring at least one outfit for every occasion. I always do that plus one because, you're always, like, say you have, you're going to be 3 days at a convention. Me, I tend to sweat a lot, so I I go ahead and buy something for the daytime and something for night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll usually, like, for this one, the coming up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll probably bring about 7 different outfits. Because there'll be 7, one during the day, one at night. Mm-hmm. For each of the days, plus one extra.
So which is important, yeah. Well, it's important because, I mean, a lot of us have drunk friends, and someone might spill something on you, someone might throw up on you, you might get blood all over something. That's why you always want to make sure you bring extra. And plus, the weather in Florida is very unpredictable, so plan for that as well.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not going to be driving. I'm actually busing in, so there's no way I'll be able to walk around or do anything, so I'll probably want to bring an umbrella as well.
Yes.
You never know.
You never know. And, even though the hotel is inside, but still,
so
it's
my
still good to
question
have.
for Mo is, do we get to see the robe and slippers again this year?
Maybe.
Ooh, are we doing a PJ party?
Oh my gosh, you remembered that. Oh my God.
Oh, we're doing a PJ party.
Oh my God, yeah. There was a party a few years back where me and, where a bunch of us were together, and I had these teddy bear slippers that I walked around in, and a robe.
Nice.
The next morning, somebody takes a picture of me at a 7-Eleven. With that outfit. It's great.
It's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful.
So it's me in PJs, just picking up some coffee at a 7-Eleven. It's great.
Yes, watching Mo get a Slurpee in a robe with bunny slippers that's
fantastic. Oh my God. No, and that reminds me, actually, I have Godzilla pajamas, so I got to make sure I pack those. That's actually a good reminder. Thank you. I have my Godzilla pajamas. Yes.
So yes, those are things that you must pack.
Yeah.
I guess clothes would be a definite beginning.
But people always forget. It's like they do like all these costumes, and they forget about actual clothes.
Yeah. Because most people stay in that costume all day long.
Oh my God! And please don't stay in the same costume all weekend. I can't tell you how many people bring one costume and wear it over and over and over. Don't do that.
Or you know what? If you're going to wear that same costume all weekend long, don't wear it all weekend long. Take a break.
Yeah.
Wear it for a little bit, put on some regular clothes, then come back out with it again. Don't keep it on all night long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let me just interject just for a second, because, I mean, as far as costumes, we're not going to get into what to pack for costume stuff. We did get into that in a past episode. again, I'll put the link down here if you want to check out costume repair kit and proper undergarments, stuff like that. I'll put that down here. So costume stuff, another episode. So, Mike, you were saying.
No, I was just saying, as far as things to pack, yeah, Mo's right. Definitely, a couple different outfits. I know usually I'll have like one in the morning, and like Mo, I'm a big guy, so I tend to profuse a little bit. So I'll probably run back up and throw on a different set of clothes so that I'm, not completely drenched in sweat. For those that like me, and this is just my own personal thing, I usually bring my own towel from the house because the hotel towels are not always big enough. So
they're never.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Oh, you're like making a face there. It's like what?
Big enough for me.
Yeah, the hotel towels, you might as well call them like washcloths for for someone my size.
Yeah, they're bath mats. They're freaking bath mats. That's all they are.
Not big at all. So that's one of the things that I like to pack for me personally, is my own personal towel.
Yeah. And I got to interject as far as, and I've said this before, the hotel soap sucks. Now, granted, I know this is a nice hotel, but I would rather not take chances and bring stuff that I know is going to work. And I know, like, with women, it isn't nearly as bad as, it is for men. But, I mean, I'd rather bring, just shampoo, conditioner, all that stuff from home that I actually know is going to work. Wait, do I have... I got so much crap over here that I had something here, and, of course, now I can't find it. That's how it always is.
And to segue into that, if you do forget, there is a Walgreens across the street.
Walking distance. It really is. Yeah,
it is walking distance. I didn't think it was until I was actually at the hotel, and yes, it is walking distance.
Yeah, it's across the street. Pretty much.
I've used it plenty of times. I've used it to buy beer.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, it's actually decently priced. I mean, you think because it's International Drive, it'd be overpriced, because of the tourists, and it's really pretty comparable.
You know what? I think it's not as high priced as it is closer to Sand Lake.
That's true.
As you get closer to Sand Lake, prices get a little higher.
That's true.
So, there the prices are, decent. But yeah, if you do forget like your own personal, like if you have your...
Because everybody always forgets something. That's how it always
I'm an Irish Spring guy. I like the Irish Spring body wash.
I like Irish Spring.
If I don't bring mine, I know that there's a Walgreens across the street, but I always have that with me, so.
Yeah, see, I always got my brown sugar and vanilla stuff, so always. So. Yeah, and the thing is, if you go to like Target or Walgreens or whatever, you can get travel size stuff of this for like 50 cents a piece. Right. They have a whole section of like travel stuff, so you just go and load up on that. And actually, I don't even have it. If you actually watched the cosplay episode, the way I pack, I always have that packing thing.
Looks like a shoe bag.
Yeah, it looks like a shoe organizer. I got it on like Amazon for like $11, and has little compartments where it's you fold it up and you can hang it on the back of your hotel door. It's got little sections for everything. So, and of course, you guys have seen me sell this before. This stuff is amazing. Oh, silky underwear. Anyway, what Mo?
You brought it to Mayhem, didn't you?
I did. I did. Yes, you remember my savior. When I was dying on Sunday, literally. And speaking of bringing your own stuff from home, as far as smelling good, I always bring the Glade plugins to put in the bathroom, because you never know.
Mm-hmm.
So, So there we go. Febreze is also good too. Yeah. But so that's something that Glade plugins, Febreze, that stuff always works. All right. Well, Mo, what else do you bring?
Well, I don't costume too much.
Yeah. Now this isn't even about costume. This is about everything else.
Yeah. Well, you're always gonna forget toiletries or one small item. I think it goes without saying. I mean, I think it's on every con pack kit. Everybody says to bathe every freaking day. That is such, and I don't know why you have to keep on harping.
We're going to keep harping until it happens. Yeah, clinical strength. See that? It says clinical strength. They sell it. Go get it. Use it.
Please do. Double show for me. I mean, I'm walking around, sweating around all day. I take 2 showers a day when I'm over there.
That's important, man.
Yeah.
That's absolutely important. And especially those of you that are going to be zombieing up on any level, some sort of makeup remover. Because, I mean, soap and water isn't going to get, like, a lot of the blood and stuff like that off.
Right.
So,
And depending on your makeup
remover.
Baby oil works really well.
Yes. Oh, that's right. I got to pick that up. That's a good tip. I always keep meaning to pick it up, and I forget.
Quick tip. Olive oil sheen.
Ooh.
Yes. It is a really, really good makeup remover. I actually learned it when I was working at Hollow Scream over at Busch Gardens. You spray that on, leave it on for about 10 seconds, and wipe it off. Comes right off.
Saves the scrubbing. Huh.
Instead of scrubbing your face for like 2 minutes, it comes right off.
No, that's actually a good tip. Olive oil, okay.
Olive oil sheen. Matter of fact, I think I still have a can we can test out sometime this weekend, and I can show you. Or during Spooky.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually a good one. Okay. All right. Anything else off the top of your head while I'm going through my whole pile of stuff over here?
I mean, basic stuff. I mean, like I said, your own personal things: towels, washcloths,
toothbrush.
Yeah.
People, and it's amazing how many people forget simple things like that, like toothbrush, and because you're trying to remember the other stuff. But all right, this is one that I always because I mean I'm a light sleeper, and I know a lot of people are partying all weekend, and because there's really no pool. Well, there's the pool people will party at, but the parties are going to be more contained, so there'll probably be an uptick in room parties. Earplugs. To make sure you actually get proper sleep, earplugs. I love it, man. I never go anywhere without them. That's something people tend to forget.
Yeah, you know what? I've never had earplugs, and I've never had a problem sleeping, so...
I hate you for it.
I'm a pretty deep sleeper myself. So.
Oh, you folks suck. and speaking of hygiene, here's one, and Mike and I actually both mentioned this, the body glide stuff that we were talking about that keeps you from chafing.
Yeah.
And especially, two guys there that sweat a lot. I'm sure they whether you're wearing armor, whether even just regular clothes, if you are prone to chafing, because you're going to be walking a lot at the Hyatt. Yeah, body glide's good stuff. As well as the stuff Mike was talking about. What was that blue lotion you were talking about?
Blue Star. It's a kind of like a medicated cream or medicated stuff. It's for your feet. It keeps your feet nice and soft and smooth because you're going to be on your feet all weekend. So just make sure you have something to keep your feet straight. So, and especially if you're going to be wearing boots, because I know
which a lot of you will be.
Boots, just remember, things are going on all the time, so take time.
You're going to be walking a lot.
Yeah.
What, Mo?
And remember your boots, period. There's so many times customers have told me, I forgot my boots at home. Or I forgot these
exactly.
This one
Make
right
checklists,
here.
Man.
I did that once. Forgot my boots.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when you did that.
I did.
As a matter of fact, speaking of feet, he talks about the blue lotion. This is the one I swear by. Love this stuff. It smells medicinal as hell, but oh my god, you could walk like 10 miles in bare feet. Put this on, and 5 minutes later, you're ready to go another 10. I'm telling you, it's Tiger Balm. I don't go anywhere without it. And actually, let's see. I mean, and if you look in the showcase, I did have a link to there's actual packing list. Let's see. Actually, did I upload it? I may have uploaded it. Please tell me I uploaded it. Damn it. But yeah, I actually had an entire packing list. But if you look in the showcase, you'll see it there. I'm trying to find it. All right, well, Mo, what else do you pack while I'm looking for this? Putting you on the spot, I know.
I know, right? I would probably use a different set of shoes for the zombie walk than your normal shoes. I mean, if you're going to be walking that distance, I probably get it like certain shoes for certain occasions. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, here it is.
I always put on 2 pairs of socks too whenever I'm doing.
Oh, people don't realize how important socks are, man.
Yeah.
That stuff's super important. All right, let me.
Sports too.
Actually, now that I have this, let's try this again. Okay, sorry about that before, but yes, like I said, you see the link in the showcase. You can actually download a copy of this for yourself. I found this, I don't even remember where, years ago, and every year I print it out and you make a checklist. This way you make sure you don't forget anything beforehand. When you're unpacking, you check everything. When you're leaving, you check everything so you don't forget anything in the room.
Cell phone chargers.
Yep, cell phone chargers. I can't tell you how many chargers I've left behind. But I mean, this has everything from the basics to cosplay to clothes to miscellaneous to wait, if this will scroll down.
You know what? That's
hygiene.
That's really a cool list.
It's a great list, and it comes up with everything. I mean, like I said, umbrella, hair dryer. I mean, not even just toothbrush, soap, blah blah, all that. But even just like medical insurance card. I mean, people wouldn't think to use stuff like that.
Medicine.
There we go. Yeah, reusable water bottle. How many? Yeah, I mean everything from chewing gum to bottled water to anything you could possibly think of. And people forget their driver's license. They forget, passport. Well, not passport, but like a map or directions or. I don't know if you really need those so much anymore. But it's got dates, special events. Yeah, medication. And one of the things I wanted to be sure to mention is this hotel does have a fridge. So, and I will put a link is right down the bottom of the screen because we did do a whole section on best foods to pack to help save you guys money during the weekends. And they do have a fridge. If you're going to bring food, number one, don't forget silverware because it sucks to like pack yogurt and then you have to eat it with your fingers. So it's a pack silverware, straws. Straws, I think, are very, very important, as well as.
Yeah, and if you don't stop at the dollar store, get you a box of those cheap plastic spoons or forks or something.
Yes, exactly. And if you're going to be walking around drinking in the hotel, I don't know what the open bottle policy is. Be safe and bring like solo cups. Like the clear ones.
I have my cup.
I think that's usually. Oh wait, am I missing your cup?
No, I have my own cup.
Oh, I do have a question.
There you go. Okay.
What's their smoking policy there?
Oh, good question.
You know what? Didn't you say they had a? Was it you or? I know Fane and I are thinking of doing a cigar, but I think one of the places has cigars in there.
Yes. That's true. The higher class bar, the one that overlooks the pool, actually does. They do sell cigars there, and they have a patio right outside that bar that overlooks the pool. So that's like a perfect place to gather for if you want to like smoke cigars and stuff. I mean, if that's what you're talking about.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, I want him.
All right, that's between the two of you.
Right.
I take George Carlin's view on cigars, but that's a whole other conversation for another time.
Yeah, we're not getting into that one right now.
That's me. Okay, like I said, and also, and this is something especially for you collectors. You guys tend to forget this stuff. These sleeves. I don't know if Spooky will have those being sold in the vendor room, but if you're getting autographs or you're getting pictures with the celebs, have these. This way you make sure that your stuff stays safe and it doesn't get spilled on and it's packed well. I mean, usually these are like, what, $1 or $2, I think?
Yeah. They're
reusable.
I know that they have, there's usually, and this is at MegaCon that they have a booth with nothing but those at MegaCon. I haven't seen them at Spooky.
Yeah, so get them beforehand.
I don't know if they'll be there, but yeah, you can just get them themselves.
Yeah, get them beforehand, definitely. And especially for those of you that are bringing posters, don't forget poster tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you going to be doing that. And there might even be stuff in the dealer's room that you want. So, I mean, the backpack is fine, but make sure anything you're going to get signed, tubes, sleeves, make sure that stuff's important. And speaking of which, and this is something I've done, I can't tell you how many times, if you are getting anything signed, make sure you bring it. I mean, I'm bringing my Warlock comic to have Julian Sands sign. So, I mean, if you have anything at home that you want signed, don't forget to pack it. I mean, that shouldn't have to be said, but I've forgotten it too. So, also, and then we have the medical section, which I am, for obvious reasons, pretty big on. Between, let's see, Alka-Seltzer. I mean, you want to make sure all situations are covered. Between, like, Dayquil, Alka-Seltzer, Altoids.
Very important fact on the medicines. If you and I know we've said that there's a Walgreens across the street.
Yes.
That particular Walgreens does not have a pharmacy in it. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's good to know.
I don't think that one has a pharmacy in it, if I remember correctly. I know they do have like. They have like the health and beauty aid stuff. Yeah, the one down there that used to be part of the Wyndham, I think they might have a pharmacy.
Oh, okay.
But not the one across the street from the hotel.
Okay.
So, if you forget your medicines.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing. And if you don't know what you're going to be eating, Imodium, you don't want to be stuck in the bathroom the whole time during the con. It's important, man. One of those $1 first aid kits. You never know. I mean, you want to prepare for just about any situation. I mean, cough drops. You're going to be losing your voice, definitely. So it's just like sore throat lozenges. You take one at night, your voice is good the next day. What else do I got? I don't know.
Everybody pack a case of water.
Yes. Yeah. Very important. Case of water. Yeah. Make sure you always have water in your room. Don't be drinking from the tap like some sort of cream.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Oh, no! Don't be drinking out of the fountain, man, or out of the faucet, because we're gonna have words. Okay. Also, and this is very, 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 very important. Bring condoms. Wrap your shit. Okay. Wrap your shit. Don't be sticking your dick in crazy, first of all, which is another conversation. And if you do, wrap it.
That's another episode.
We actually got into spooky hookups at one point, so because that's just important, man.
If you do that, we don't want to see it in the hot tub, please. Just
keep it in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You heard it there, guys. So do not whip your dick out at the hot tub, okay?
Look, and you know what? You know what? We're saying it because we've seen it. So that's.
Yep. Yeah, nobody wants to see that shit.
We're saying it because we've seen it, and if we've had to go through and try and guess at how many babies were made, there's quite a bit.
Oh God! That's a good question. I wonder how many spooky babies have been made. No, I mean think about it though. Those are kids.
That's a whole different. That's an adult podcast. We'll leave that one off to the side.
Oh, because we're family friendly here. I'm telling people to wrap their shit, and I'm family friendly. What, Mo?
There's a lot of June babies. I'll just put it that way.
Points to ponder.
December. Yeah, you're right. I can. I'm going to have to ask Sheila, because she's a nurse and she works up on that floor.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll have to ask her.
I'm curious how many spooky babies. That would be a good... Yeah, I want to know that now.
On. I'm going to ask. Are in the month of June, are there a lot of babies being born in the month of June that you've seen?
That is a very good question.
Yeah.
Well, the nurse that works on the labor delivery, she says it's 10 calendar months, so it could be anywhere between June, July. So if there's a certain spike, if you start seeing people post,
Huh. Now I'll have to start checking my Facebook feed. Start cross-referencing now.
I'm sorry, they have American Horror Story Hotel on, and I just looked up and saw something that I probably shouldn't have seen.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm going to be watching that after I'm done with this, actually. May
is probably a big month, too. I mean, Dragon Con, so...
Yeah.
That's true. No, I got to think about that. No, that's actually a good con babies. There we go.
Con babies.
Okay. Also, for those of you that are budgeting, and we've already said get your cash from the ATM beforehand.
Big con.
Yes, definitely hit up the ATMs. I found a helpful tip, and I've mentioned this in previous webcasts. Have different envelopes for, like I say, one for the vendor room, one for your food, one for tipping, whatever. So pack envelopes. And here's the thing. I mean, keep one for housekeeping. So having those envelopes, make sure you pack those as well.
And back to the ATM thing.
Mm-hmm.
Try and hit your ATM closer to home. Because what you don't realize is not only you're going to get a service charge for using an ATM that's not at your bank, but if you use an ATM in the hotel, there's a separate service fee for that as well. So if you're not careful, you end up with anywhere between 2 to 3 service fees because it's in the hotel, so the hotel gets a cut off of that for providing the ATM machines in the hotel. I actually saw that one time. I thought, I'll go to the ATM while I was at the casino. I saw that. I was like, nah, I don't need the money that bad because it's only.
They jack you. They really do.
Yeah, I know it sounds like $3 or $4 isn't that much.
It adds up.
But it's $3 and $4 for your bank, the bank that you're drawing off of, and the hotel because it's there. So you're looking at 3 different service fees for one transaction. So kind of be careful of that. And if you're using the ATM more than once, then you're doing, 3 or 4 different service fees per transaction. So be careful of that.
Yeah, that's very, very true. One of the other things I have down here, those little handheld fans. And the thing is, and I'm sure they have them at like Walgreens and CVS. If you get them now, because they usually sell them in the summer. Just the little handheld personal fans that they usually sell them at Disney for like $10, and like Walgreens they're like $3. Because you're going to be standing in line, you're going to be sweating, especially if you're at the zombie walk. I mean, have a little handheld fan.
If they still have them, Dollar General probably has them.
Oh, here you go. Yeah. Go to the dollar store and get them. It's just a little handheld personal fan.
Yeah.
Some of them have a lanyard that you can put around your neck. So,
and if you're lucky enough, you can find the one that's got the water bottle attached to it with the fan.
Yes. Keep hydrated. That's true. I do have one of those. I have to find it. Hey, this is good stuff. I mean, I've been doing these things for 15 years, and I'm learning things.
Yeah, Sheila just told me that they have them at Walmart. The squirt bottle with the fan, they're at Walmart.
Perfect.
She just saw them yesterday. So.
Oh, fantastic.
Go out to Walmart and get some.
Yes. That's and you guys will definitely thank us for it. I'm telling you, because those things have come in handy multiple occasions.
Because even if the temperature is cool outside, you're talking a bunch of people generate massive amounts of body heat.
Mm-hmm.
And since the hotel, everything's inside.
Oh, especially at like concerts, especially, yeah.
So, yeah, you will get really hot, really sweaty, really quick. So.
Very, very quickly. Wait, what was that again? What was that? Mo's looking a little excited over there.
Hey, what can I say? It's the Mike and Mo show.
I like that. I like that, actually. We're going to have to look into that. And something you don't want to forget, speaking of being outside, being hot and everything, sunscreen, #1, because what the hell is going on? What the?
Baby?
Oh, my.
Max wants to get on video.
Okay, I thought this was a family-friendly show, man. Don't you want to keep that for after hours? Hey, I don't judge.
This is my boy. Say hi, Max.
Hi, Max.
Hello, Max.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. But yes, bathing suit for the pool and the hot tub. Make sure you bring a bathing suit. Don't forget your bathing suit.
You're going to see somebody in cut-off jeans.
Oh my God! No! Stop it!
No, they're going to do
Stop it! It's so bad. Stop it! Bring a bathing suit. I mean, there's a great pool. There's the grotto. There's a water slide. I mean, there is a water slide at this hotel. Bring a bathing suit. And sunscreen. Don't forget sunscreen.
Slide.
Wait, what?
I'm going on the water slide.
Yeah! I am going on that goddamn water slide. No, ever see, you didn't know what?
I didn't know they had a water slide.
Oh, yeah. No, there's gonna be, you ever see, Bill and Ted, the scene with Napoleon?
Yeah.
Look, the slide! I'm doing that goddamn water slide. And I'm doing it before, yeah, I'm doing it Thursday night before everybody else gets there. Because you know there's gonna be all sorts of shit by Friday night.
Don't
okay.
hear all that.
All right, plausible deniability. Got it.
Yeah. I don't want to know what's coming down the water slide.
All right, but yeah, make sure you bring your bathing suit. Make sure you pack your sunscreen, because trust me, you are going to want to hang out by this pool. This pool is beautiful. It is a gorgeous pool. They got like a little section, and I did a walkthrough. If you look through the playlist, you'll see the Hyatt walkthrough. They have like a little place where you can play like water basketball, which is like.
Yeah, they have like 2 or 3 different pools, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and they have the ones up on the roof as well. So if you don't want to get contaminated by the general masses, up on the roof, they've got like a pool up there as well.
Yeah.
So something to keep in mind. But yes, please do not go naked in the pools or the hot tubs.
Fuck!
Sorry, Mo.
Damn.
Sorry, Mo. Love you. We will cover our eyes. We won't see.
We're taking pictures. You remember that time?
Remember that time? And that'll be just as popular as the robe and the slippers.
Yeah.
I need to see these bunny slippers now, Mo.
Oh.
I need to see the bunny slippers. All right.
There was nothing greater than seeing that.
Oh my God.
Standing there just robe, slippers, getting a Slurpee. That's the best sight ever.
All right. Well, is there anything else you guys can think of as far as packing that we have?
Actually,
yeah,
because
yes.
I know you mentioned that the rooms have mini fridges. So
yes.
For those of you who have certain dietary needs and you bring your own food, there is there is a refrigerator to put your stuff in.
Yeah. There's no microwave, but there is fridge. There are fridges. So.
Well, now on the microwaves, you got if.
No, they don't have microwaves. You don't have to worry about it. Oh, they have them? What?
They do, but they don't have them for everybody. So it's like first come, first serve.
Luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Because if they got microwaves, forget it. I'm not eating out anywhere. I'll be eating like Chef Boyardee in the room the entire time.
Depending on the rooms you get,
okay.
If I'm not mistaken, if you were lucky enough to get a suite, the suites have microwaves. I think the rooms on the club level floors have microwaves. Don't quote me on that. But I did because I called them and asked about which rooms had them, because I said you can call and request. But some of the rooms do already have them in there. I think the suites are definitely one of those. So if you're lucky enough to get one of the rooms with a microwave, the ramen bowls can be your best friends. The cup of noodles can be your best friends.
Mm-hmm. And I found these that pack these to the Crystal Light.
Oh yeah,
energy.
the Crystal Light single packets.
I love these, man.
Yeah.
See, this is like Brondo, man. It's like they got electrolytes.
It's what plants need.
These are what plants crave right here. So I just found those. But anyway, didn't mean to interject. Go ahead.
But no, that's actually I forgot about those, because we have those. Actually, we have got the little Mio squeezy things, the liquid things.
Oh yeah. Are those good?
Actually, some of them are. It depends on which one you get. I know Crystal Light has some.
Okay, I like the Crystal Light personally.
I like the. We're making fun. What is it? The pomegranate, the berry pomegranate. I like that one.
Okay.
The Lipton lemon tea, the raspberry ice, the strawberry kiwi, the fruit punch. We've got like a tray full of them. There's like, God knows, 50 million different flavors.
I know whose room I'm coming to then.
Yeah, we definitely have the squeezy things for the water. So that'll go real good with you, that have the case of water that you bring with you. Mm-hmm. In case you get tired of regular water.
Yep. Switch it up.
But yeah, they do have refrigerators, so like if you have like your fruit, your apples, your oranges, Sheila just hollowed out PB&J.
Yeah, the Uncrustables. Oh my God, Uncrustables.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Uncrustables.
Yep. So
they're not exactly gluten-free, but that's okay. Yeah. But yeah, I just... What?
I like the honey and oat oatmeal bars.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, those are good too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the chocolate chip Luna bars, I love those too.
Granola bars, that's what they're called. Yeah.
Yeah, but those you, and I'm gonna keep putting this up because some of you got some
Hilarious.
stank breath, and this is, for those of you that are looking to hook up, this is kind of a double whammy here, and some of you might know what I'm talking about. This might make things fun time just a little more fun,
Yeah, before
but
you head out, you do the obligatory booger check. Yeah. Pop on.
a booger check. I love
Hey,
that.
look.
I've never done the booger check.
Hey, you're in there.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, I'm good.
I like that,
Yeah.
a booger check. That's the first time I've
Hey,
heard that one. That's good.
hey, look. It,
No, I
I,
like that.
I do it before going to work. I do it, I get out of the shower.
Are you like just somehow prone to booger mania? Is that
Well,
what that
look,
is?
I don't know about you, but for guys, when you have hair growing there, it always feels like something's there. You're
Ah, that's
like,
why. Okay,
okay, yeah, I'm good. So, you
okay.
know, booger
Well,
That
check.
would,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Mo, yeah, do a chick.
Yeah, here's this,
You go, make sure everything's booger free.
yeah,
Okay. All
you know,
right. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that covers just about everything as far as like I said, allergies. Keep allergies in mind because it is Florida. So again, put that in with your medicine stuff. Like I said, sample packs. If you go to like Target and pick up like a little 50-cent whatever, and if you don't use it for this con, you have it for the next one. So
When you're out buying your supplies, that would probably be a good time to go ahead and pull the cash out. Usually, you get free cash back whenever you're.
good point. Yeah,
So I avoid all the fees by just doing
yeah,
cash back
exactly.
while I buy my supplies.
that's a great point. Yeah. So keep that in mind. They're trying to save you money. Okay, and well, it's now there was a question asked earlier today because I polled some people on Facebook and I asked if there was anything that we hadn't touched on that we hadn't covered in past episodes that you wanted answered. Now, here's the answer I got, and I'm going to quote this, and there's a reason I'm talking about this. I'm curious about the behind-the-scenes logistics, the stuff perhaps no one else is interested in. How they find and book guests, how are they paid, what are the hotel contracts like and the stipulations, what goes into the planning and marketing, what was it like getting started, fire codes, insurance requirements, how do you facilitate a good convention, what are the ingredients for success, logistics is what keeps me up at night. Well, here. Does Willy Wonka show you behind the scenes in the chocolate factory?
Only if you have a golden ticket.
Do you? And do you have a golden ticket? I don't see no golden ticket.
Yeah.
You know
So
what? That
he
question
is
sounds
Willy
like
Wonka,
someone who wants to try and put on a convention.
and that's the thing.
Very hard.
Even if they're not, you know what? There is so much competition. Orlando, Florida is a breeding ground for conventions. So convention organizers have to be extra guarded about their process and how things, because there are tried and true methods of doing this. But
Right. Now,
here's
I will answer one part of that question, only because it's something that, and for those of you who don't know Petey and Gina, they pour their heart and soul into this convention.
yes, they do.
So every time I see Petey, as dude, great convention, thanks. I say it to every time I see him. But the thing about how to get the guest, I don't know about some of the other conventions, but I do know that Petey and Gina listen to the convention attendees.
Mm-hmm.
If they say, hey, this person's like, I mentioned Kevin Grievous, and for those of you who don't know who Kevin Grievous is, he was raised in Underworld, the big black guy.
Yeah.
What you don't know is he actually wrote Underworld. He wrote Underworld.
Oh wow.
He wrote the Underworld series. He also wrote I, Frankenstein. He's
Wow.
an actor, producer. So I said, hey, he would be a good guy to have. I actually have him on my friends list on Facebook, and I asked him, hey, if we wanted to get you at a convention, how would we do that? So he put me in touch with his agent and said, hey, this is who you would need to book it with. So I passed that on to Petey and Gina responded right away and said, that's a great guest. But they are very prone to listen. They will listen to their, attendees, and they take to heart what the attendees say.
Yes,
So,
they do.
so some of these guests that you see at Spooky, like Nev Campbell, this is her first time. You know,
People have been asking for her for
yeah,
years.
yeah, exactly. So don't think that it's a whole, oh well, who can I get this time to make more money? They actually listen to what we say as convention attendees as to who we would like to see. You know, so I'm geeking out over uh, a lot of the guests that are going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like, when I saw that, okay, Butch Patrick, he was there before, but and he's coming back, and you know, when I was little, I was called Little Eddie Munster. You know, so yeah, I'd like to see him. But now to hear that Marilyn Munster's going to be there, I don't know about the rest of y'all, and maybe this is because I'm older, but she was like my real first. You know, oh my God, she's she's the hot one. You know, Marilyn
She was
Munster.
the first one, huh?
Yes.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Mm.
So I'm geeking out over that. Yes, love you too. And just that's just like
I got
uh,
it. Everybody's got their first. I
you
hear
know,
you.
people they were
Rob
they were
Lowe for me. Anyway, go
they
ahead.
were enthralled that the woman who does the voice of Ursula, you know, it
Pat
was there.
Carroll. Yep.
Yeah, Pat Carroll, exactly. And she's a great, you know, she's a great person. But these are all people that have shown up because some convention attendees said they wanted to see this particular person.
Yes.
And prime example of that, for those of you that don't know how Mayhem came into being,
Mm-hmm.
years ago, Petey was, you know, one of the guys behind the scenes working on the TV show Burn Notice, and Bruce Campbell. Everyone wanted Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell. We got to have Ash. You know, we got to have him. He's the man from Evil Dead. Well, Petey made that happen, and the only way he could make that happen was because, if I understand the story correctly, and this was a while ago that I asked, because I talked to Petey about it in passing. The only way Bruce could get to a convention was in May because it
Mm-hmm.
was during the hiatus of Burn Notice. So he wasn't filming at the time. So he was able to make it. And that's how Mayhem, if I remember the whole gist of it,
No, you're
that's how
right. You're
Mayhem
right.
got started.
Yeah,
So
Mayhem was created specifically because everyone kept asking for Bruce Campbell.
right. So
So Petey
it's
went above and beyond and created this one
exactly.
convention just to satisfy the fans.
So
So yeah.
it's not a thing of, oh, who can I get to make more money? Who can I get to do this? Petey and Gina listen with their hearts about who you want to see
Mm-hmm.
at the convention. So that part of that question I will answer and say
Yeah.
that's
And
how, you know, they get the talent to come in because it's who we want to see, not
mm-hmm.
who they necessarily want to get to make money.
Yeah. And I will actually expand on that because I've had the privilege. I've been going to Spooky since like 2003, 2004. There's a small group of us, but we've been going for a very, very long time. So I've had the advantage of seeing how this whole convention has grown. Um, and here's the thing: it's like as the convention scene has grown, every year I'm always baffled because I come home from the con and it's like I always have a fantastic experience and it's like, okay, how are they going to top this next year? How are they? And every year I always ask, it's like, okay, there's no way they're going to be able to top it. Every year consistently for the past 11 years they have topped themselves, and I can say from seeing this thing go from the beginning, PD and Gina and their entire family, this is a family-run convention. This isn't a corporate type of convention that works with AMC or and as the scene becomes much more corporate, they've managed to keep this small convention feel. There's so much that PD has turned down because he wants. This is family. Spooky is family,
Yep.
and you've heard us go on millions and millions of times about how this is family, and to watch how these things are run, how the volunteers
Max.
do it. The volunteers, and Mo can speak to this. It's like the volunteers have their own little clique. They're family. They do this because they love the convention that much. They don't do this for a free ticket. They do this. I mean, Mo, would you agree?
This is one of the few cons that I actually work for free. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see? There you go. You got it right from Mo there. So as far as the logistics on how a convention is run, you can ask Wizard World, you can ask Dragon Con. What PD and Gina do, that's something that I think would better remain a mystery. You know,
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
I think that, and just from what I've seen personally over the past 11 years, I'm telling you, you see these two, buy them a drink. You know, shake their hand, thank them personally for everything that they've done, because the amount of shit that they have to put up with is, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I absolutely could not do it. But as far as like the behind the scenes, you know what? Like I said, if you see the behind the scenes, don't you think that kind of ruins the magic a little? You know, I'm like I said, I think the Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory, analogy is absolutely perfect for this situation. You know, you don't want to know how the chocolate river is run. Let's be honest. You know.
You just want to know that it's there.
Yeah, it's there. It's good. It makes you happy. That's all.
You know what? I mean, let's be honest. He's working 11 months out of the year to try to produce, one of the best shows in Florida.
Absolutely.
And it's really hard work. You know, you really don't want to know, the blood, sweat, and tears that he actually puts in to make this happen. So.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, it's souls are sold to the devil. I'm sure there's like a sale of children, going on somewhere. But that's the whole thing. This isn't a corporate run sort of thing, and this is very fan-centric. And that's the big difference between this convention and a lot of other conventions. They started this years and years ago, because they were horror fans and they didn't see anything out there, so they wanted to fill that niche there. And they've exceeded beyond their wildest dreams. They're one of the biggest horror conventions in the country, and the way that they got that way is their trade secrets, and that's not something I'm really ready to start giving away.
That, and like I said, that and listening to what their
and
fans
they definitely listen to the
want.
fans. I absolutely couldn't agree more. Let's see. As a matter of fact, all right, we're running a little long on time here, but let's see. I did have an end quote here, and Max, Max, you're not helping. I thought Max was going to help me read this. Oh, God, they always try to bite. All right, Patrick Hawkins with Geeks of Comedy and Come Get Some. He just came back from New York Comic Con, and he gave this quote as far as wrapping this whole thing up. A summation of the overall mindset that Spooky has evolved into. It's not a con, it's not a concert, it's not a club. It's the loudest and biggest chilling out party you've ever seen. After parties at regular sci-fi, comic, pop culture cons, everyone seems to be dominated by gotta act cool, but the parties at Spooky, everybody is over it.
Yep.
I mean, Mo, what do you think about that?
I can't compare it to any other type of event. It's unique on its own. I've never seen one this big being fan-run and being family-run. There's only one other example, and that would be MegaCon. And now that's done. It's corporate. It's kind of different now. But I've never seen one this big run by one family so well.
Yeah.
Consistent.
It's an experience like no other.
Yeah. That's a good an experience. All right, Mike, what do you got to say?
It's. I know I was talking with my wife Sheila, and for those of you who haven't met her, you'll meet her at the convention. That if I actually, I was waving high. If I actually had to put something down and say if I can only do one convention a year, be it Mega or Dragon or Anime or whoever it is, I told her, look, if I had to do one convention a year, I would do Spooky, flat out.
I got to agree, man. I got to agree. And here's the thing, and just so you understand, we are not paid by Spooky. We are not given anything by Spooky. It's just this, honestly, is our experience, and I know we speak for many, many people. I mean, people come from England. I know people that come from England every year just for this one convention.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, trust me. I save my pennies. I put away $20 a week just to make sure we got a hotel room, and I'm not. Spooky's not paying me to come and say that I would choose them. They're not giving me any perks, and I got to pay for my ticket just like you do. If I want to buy an autograph, I got to pay for it just like you do. So I'm not. I'm not a official spokesperson. I'm not any of that.
We're and that's a lot of people, and I get that a lot of people start asking me questions, and I'm sure you guys get this too. They start asking questions, like you're on staff or something. We're not staff members.
No. We've just been going long enough to know how to have fun there and what to do to have fun there.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, if I had to go to one convention and one convention only, this would be the one,
Yeah,
hands down.
absolutely.
I wouldn't even question it.
Okay. All right. Well, then one last thing, and like I said, thank you guys that have watched this whole series. We hope we've answered all your questions. If not, by all means, leave something in the comments below. But the one thing I want to end on, and I already know what the answer is going to be, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Mo, what are you looking forward to most this year?
You.
That wasn't what I was expecting. Okay, I'll give you your $10 later. Shut the hell up.
No, it's Mike.
That's an acceptable answer.
You know what? It's the people. That's what these cons are about. It's the people. I'm gonna be honest.
Yep. And that's why I did this webcast.
Yeah.
That's why I did this webcast. All right, Mike, what about you?
See now that Mo stole my damn answers. Thank you.
Well, that's the whole thing. I know. I was gonna say the same thing, but it really is the people.
You know what? The one thing I'm looking forward to the most, honestly, it really is just seeing the people who are extended family. People that I see at these conventions and go, yeah, hey, look. There was a quote that, and I can't remember it word for word, but it goes, "Your friends, you can not see them for however long, but when you see them again, you pick up where you left off, like nothing had ever like no time had ever been missed." That's what I'm looking for.
Now you got Mo crying. Look at this. You got Mo crying. He's wiping away tears. Look at this. We're getting emotional here.
Oh.
Emotional.
Wow, that was bad. Okay.
That's the short answer. Just the people that I enjoy being with there and have fun with.
Yeah.
So and yeah, me and Mo, we're gonna have that cigar.
Oh yeah.
We're doing the cigars.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I hope that we've answered a lot of your questions, and I hope you picked up a lot of tips from us because we want you to be one of us. And
one of us.
Google gobble. Yeah. And like I said, by following these tips, not only will you have a great time, you will be welcomed and not mocked by us. So that's something to keep in mind.
No, wait.
What?
I won't mock you if you bring me a cigar.
Oh, see? You got to buy him. Look at that. You got to buy him. Jeez.
Hey, I'm upfront about it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. Like I said, we are going to do one more after the convention to wrap up. And we hope to hear your opinions about that to include it as well. So that's about that. And I'm always bad at these endings. So good night.